The Infinity Castle arc isn't just another battle, it's the war that pushed every Demon Slayer past their breaking point. From demons who refused to fall to Hashira who shattered their limits, this arc delivered the most intense, emotional, and unforgettable fights in the entire series. Today, we're ranking the top 15 strongest characters from the Infinity Castle arc. Some picks will surprise you, others might reignite some heated fan debates. Sanemi or Akaza, Gyome or Kokushibo, who truly dominated the battlefield when it mattered most? By the end of this list, you might see your favorite character in a whole new light. So buckle up, this isn't just a ranking, it's a war between legends. Let's begin. Number 15 starts now.
Starting off our list at rank 15, we have Kometsu Yuri. She's quiet, calm, and usually fades into the background, but in the Infinity Castle arc, she becomes a deadly force. In her battle against Upper Moon 2 Doma, Kanao displays precision, instinct, and timing that rival even some Hashira. Her superhuman eyesight lets her read micro movements in a split second. It's as if the world slows down around her and she moves through it unhindered. Her final technique pushes her reflexes to inhuman levels, so fast, she could probably hit subscribe before you even blink. Try it, she already did. Now you might wonder why she's placed 15th. She's unquestionably strong, stronger even than her mentor Shinobu Kocho, but this arc's leaderboard is packed with fighters who awaken a Demon Slayer mark, face multiple upper moons, or went toe-to-toe with Muzan himself. Kanao's calm, laser-focused power still earns her a spot among the very best.
Number 14, Inosuke Hashibira. Loud, reckless, unpredictable, but in the Infinity Castle arc, Inosuke proves there's genius behind the madness. His self-created beast breathing is raw and unorthodox, making his movements impossible to predict. Raised in the wild, he fights with animal instinct and superhuman flexibility. During the battle against Doma, he resists deadly poison, adapts mid-fight, and even shifts his internal organs to dodge fatal blows. That's not skill, that's survival evolved. Inosuke may not be a Hashira, but in this arc, he fights like one. And the scariest part, he's still growing. Stick around because the next characters on this list are even more dangerous. And if you think Inosuke is unpredictable, wait until we get to a demon who rewrites the rules of death itself. Number 13, Genya Shinazugawa. He's not a Hashira, he doesn't use a breathing style, but in the Infinity Castle arc, he becomes something far more dangerous. Genya has a forbidden ability. He eats demon flesh to gain their powers. It's painful, risky, and completely unstable, but it works. During the battle against Kokushibo, Genya pushes his power to the edge. After consuming flesh from Upper Moon 1, his body mutates. He starts regenerating like a demon. His vision sharpens, his strength spikes. In that moment, he's not just a demon slayer, he's a hybrid force of nature. Fighting beside Sanemi, Muichiro, and Gyome, Genya holds his ground against a monster who once fought Yoriichi. He's torn apart, shot, slashed, but he never quits. Because for Genya, this fight isn't about glory, it's about proving he belongs on that battlefield, no matter the cost. We're only scratching the surface. The next names on this list are even more insane. And if you stick till the end, I'll share a fact about Gyome versus Akaza that 99.9% of fans don't know. And trust me, it changes everything. Number 12, Shinobu Kocho, the Insect Hashira. Calm, graceful, always smiling, but behind that soft voice is a heart full of pain and purpose. She knew she wasn't strong enough to behead a demon, so she forged a new path, turning her body into a weapon. Her blade carries deadly wisteria poison, but her true strength lies in her resolve. In the Infinity Castle arc, she faces Doma, Upper Moon 2, and makes the ultimate sacrifice. Knowing she can't win in a direct fight, she lets herself be absorbed, carrying enough poison to kill him from within. She gives her life to break him. It's not just strategy, it's selfless, fearless sacrifice. In her final moments, she proves that even in death, she can win. That courage, that brilliance, that's Shinobu. Number 11, Giyu Tomioka, the Water Hashira. Stoic, silent, always distant, but that quiet hides something deeper, a storm beneath still waters. Giyu has never sought attention or praise, he just fights. In the Infinity Castle arc, while the world collapses around him, Giyu doesn't break, he becomes sharper. He activates his Demon Slayer mark, unlocking speed, strength, and clarity. Then comes Akaza Upper Moon 3, one of Muzan's most powerful demons. And Giyu stands his ground. He doesn't flinch, doesn't rage, his water breathing flows like a calm tide, smooth and precise cutting with the quiet force of a waterfall. Every strike is measured, every step deliberate. Even Akaza senses it. This isn't just skill, it's discipline, pain, and purpose shaped into something deadly. Giyu doesn't fight with anger, he fights with resolve. In silence, he becomes the blade that never wavers, the calm in the heart of the storm. Number 10. Mitsuri Kanroji, the love Hashira. People think she's weak, but she's far from it. Behind that bubbly smile is raw, unmatched power. With muscles 8 times denser than a normal human, Mitsuri moves fast, hits hard, and bends like no other. Into the swordsmith village, she goes head-to-head with Hantengu's strongest form, Zohakiten, dodging, blocking, and holding her ground like a true Hashira. Later, in the Infinity Castle arc, she pushes past her limits with her Demon Slayer mark, and joins the final battle against Muzan. Mitsuri's strength isn't loud, it's graceful, radiant, and unbreakable. Number 9. Obanai Iguro, the Serpent Hashira. Quiet, strict, and often overlooked. But in the Infinity Castle arc, Obanai shows he's one of the Core's most focused warriors. Half blind yet deadly precise, he uses Serpent Breathing's twisting strikes to cut through chaos. What makes him stand out isn't power, it's discipline. In the final battle with Muzan, Obanai awakens his Demon Slayer mark and wields a crimson Nichiren blade. Even as his body breaks and vision fades, he stays in the fight, protecting Mitsuri, pushing forward, never retreating. Obanai fights not with rage, but with pure resolve. He proves that loyalty, timing, and love can rival even the strongest brute force. And the higher we go up this list, the fiercer it gets. Number 8. Muichiro Tokido, the Miss Hashira. Calm, detached, and just 14. But don't be fooled. Muichiro becomes the first Demon Slayer to solo kill an Upper Moon, Gyoko, without help. Legendary already. But it doesn't stop there. Against Kokushibo, he awakens his Demon Slayer mark, accesses the transparent world, and ignites a crimson Nichiren blade. All in minutes. His speed blurs past logic, his willpower outlasts pain. Even with his body torn apart, Muichiro fights beside legends and dies like one. A prodigy who shone fast, fought hard, and left a mark even demons couldn't erase. Number 7. Sanemi Shinazugawa, the Wind Hashira. Fierce, reckless, unstoppable. Sanemi unlocks his Demon Slayer mark, turns his blade crimson, and goes head on against Kokushibo. But in that battle, he watches Genya, his own brother, die, dissolving in front of him, and Sanemi can't save him. That moment shatters something inside. Yet he doesn't stop. With broken bones and bleeding fists, he charges into the fight against Muzan. Not for revenge, but because Genya believed in him. Sanemi fights with rage, but at his core is grief. And that's what makes him terrifying. He doesn't care if he dies, as long as he dies fighting. Number 6. Doma, Upper Moon 2. Always smiling, always killing. Doma doesn't fight out of hunger, he fights for amusement. Cryokinesis floods the battlefield, ice clones attack faster than the eye can follow. He defeats multiple Hashira level fighters with ease. But Shinobu, Kano, and Inosuke push him past comfort. Poison eats him from the inside. Kano adapts, Inosuke lands the final blow. Doma doesn't fall because of strength, he falls because he underestimates emotion, sacrifice, and teamwork. If he had taken them seriously, this list might have looked very different. But overconfidence is deadly, even for an Upper Moon. Number 5. Akaza, Upper Moon 3. A fighter through and through, Akaza doesn't just strike, he evolves. In his clash with Giyu and Tanjiro, he's pushed further than ever. Even after losing his head, Akaza fights on, his instincts driving him. No other demon matches this raw resilience. But the most powerful part? His heart. He remembers the names of those who close to him. He recalls his human past, and in the final moment, he lets go. Not in defeat, but redemption. Number 4. This spot was tough because honestly, I couldn't choose just one, so I'm giving it to 2 people, Gyomei Himejima and Nakime. Gyomei is a stone Hashira, calm, blind, and unshakable. Even Kokushibo calls him the strongest of the era. With his chained axe and flail, his Demon Slayer mark, and crimson weapons, Gyomei pushes Kokushibo harder than anyone. But behind the chaos stands Nakime, the Biwa demon. With just a flick of her fingers on the string, she warps the castle, controls space, and turns the entire battlefield into a living trap. Gyomei holds the front line with brute force. Nakime rewrites reality from the shadows, and together they make this spot impossible to give to just one. Number 3. Tanjiro Kamado, the heart of the story. Tanjiro enters the final battle broken, physically, emotionally, but he doesn't stop. His sun breathing evolves under pressure. He counters Muzan in real time, outlasts poison, and fights beyond exhaustion. And when Muzan injects him with demon blood, Tanjiro transforms into the strongest demon ever born. Stronger than Akaza, faster than Kokushibo. The
embodiment of Muzan's will. But what saves him isn't strength, it's Nezuko's love. Tanjiro fights back through the haze, remembering who he is. His greatest power? Not rage, not speed, compassion. Tanjiro is proof that heart can beat hatred, even at the edge of hell. Number 2, Kokushibo, Upper Moon 1, the Blade of the Moon. Kokushibo wasn't always a monster. He was once Michikatsu Sugikuni, brother to Yoriichi, the greatest demon slayer ever. When he couldn't surpass his brother, he made a deal with darkness. What came next was 400 years of perfection. Moon breathing fused with demonic power. In the Infinity Castle, he fights Sanemi, Gyome, Muichiro, and Genya alone and nearly kills them all. His swordsmanship is flawless. His regeneration adapts mid-battle. And yet, even with crimson blades and marks surrounding him, he refuses to fall until shame destroys it. Number 1, Muzan Kibutsuji, the Demon King, the original sin. Muzan is the root of all evil in Demon Slayer, and in the Infinity Castle arc, he shows why. He doesn't fight like a warrior, he fights like an unstoppable plague, shape-shifting, poisonous blood, limitless regeneration. He controls space, destroys bodies, slaughters with precision, and even when the castle collapses, Muzan survives. On the surface, he wages a war against time, against the rising sun. It takes the combined force of every surviving Hashira, Yushido's tactics, and Tanjiro's final strike to bring him down. And even then, he clings to life as a grotesque infant-like form, crawling to survive. Muzan isn't just a villain, he's inevitability, and stopping him cost everything. That's why he's number 1.
And that wraps our ranking, but here's the bonus fact I promised. If Gyome had faced Akaza one-on-one, Gyome would have won. Not barely, decisively. Akaza, the demon who respected strength above all, feared Gyome. That says it all. So now I want to hear from you. Did Tanjiro deserve top 3? Was Kokushibo too high? Should Nakime have even made the list? Drop your takes in the comments. Your top 5, your hottest takes, your truth. And if you've made it this far, thank you. If you enjoyed it, even a little, please consider subscribing. It keeps me going. More bangers are on the way.